Eric, was there a moment when you thought, this is what I want to do with my life? I want music. When was that moment? You talk about when you were 15 years old. Was it earlier than that? Around 15 years old? Later? When do you thought, you know what, music is my life? Uh,
Well,
the guitar is part of me, and this is what I want to do in my life.
yeah, that's something interesting you're asking because we met each other in London, right?
That's right.
So
Yes.
when I made a decision to go to London, is because of that. Basically, it was a click on my mind. I just said, look, I want to travel the world. I want to get my proper instruments, meet proper people, you know, do rehearsals and all, this kind of rock dreams thing, that you have. Oh, I'm going to London. I'm gonna meet cool people, meet incredible musicians, and be famous. That was like some kind of a rock dream I had, and that was back in 2004, 2003, and I when I arrived in London and I faced the reality, I said, "Oops! Oh my God! Here I need to pay my bills to find a job here." And I concluded half of the dream because I managed to get a Fender guitar, a proper guitar, proper instruments, but I didn't get famous, at the time. But that was funny though. But it's part of the journey when you oh, you see this. Oh, I can now I'm seeing a Gibson. Oh, now I'm having a Fender. Oh, I have a Spanish thing, a proper Spanish one. So it's a kind of a universe that you find. It's a kind of a Disneyland for someone who likes music, isn't it?
It is. It is. It is like
It's
following your dreams, and everything is. It feels like a dream. I remember when I first went to LA, and I don't remember the shop, but it was like where all the rock artists used to go there, and
mm,
what was it, like something guitar LA? I don't remember exactly, but it's a long time ago. And I entered in that place and I saw all the guitars everywhere hanging, Jackson, you name it, Washburn. And I was like, oh my God, this is the dream. So I guess it was the same thing for you in London.
yeah, and in London, also the thing is, it's all these instruments were like right there, and you could afford it. Even you were like a working class band. You don't need to be rich to get a proper Fender one. I got I got a Gibson. I sold it well, a few years ago, but I my first Gibson was a Gibson Explorer, like James Hetfield thing, but it was like black and white. And if I still had it, it would be like really really good money right now. But I sold it 10 years ago. But anyways, that's the thing. I was like a working class boy. I was like on my 20s, so young, and I could see the concerts. I could hang out with friends in rock places, as we did a couple of times, me and you, and other few people, colleagues. And I remember this. All of these was like kind of overwhelmed. I was like, wow, I'm living kind of a dream. And but I've learned a hard lesson. It's good instruments. It's like not enough to build on our artistic journey, or a connection. I didn't even realize what could I could do with those things. But anyways, I was enjoying my life in this case, and I was like the opportunity to learn and get in touch with these instruments. And I think when I grow older, I managed to actually understand the ideas behind the instruments, the ideas of creation. I think it came all together with my maturity. I mean, my late 30s afterwards. And then I understood how to play it more softly and properly and connected and, you know, But back in the past, there was something really cool coming to London and facing these instruments, going to concerts that I've never imagined with cheap prices, you know. Yeah, it was so good. It was really important to realize, I'm buying a Fender, but it's not because the status, it's because the sounds of the pickups they offer, for example, or the sound of a proper jazz bass, Fender jazz bass, or even a precision bass that I'm actually playing right now, a precision. So now I can defer this. Back in the past, I couldn't, you know. I was like saying, "Oh, it's Fender, it's good," you know. It's like it was something like that. Yeah, it was just related to attached to the brands and the glamour involved.
Yes, yes, yes. I
You
agree.
know, nowadays I understand more.